You're watching a brand new way of shopping. Stan is coming up to give you a preview of our video collection and all the great moments from Heart to Heart. Then I'll be back later to tell you how you can get your very own copy of the entire Heart to Heart collection or any of the individual tapes.
This is Wynwood in Sumner County, Tennessee. It's a special place for me because it's where the Heart to Heart television series really began. Heart to Heart was a program that captured the legends, the song crafters, the movers, and the friends that built country music into America's music. Hi friends, I'm Stan Hitchcock. Coming back here to Wynwood, it's kind of like coming home to me. There's a familiar feeling that's here, kind of a certain level of comfort that only comes from having spent quality time with people you love and people you want to be with. For the past 30 years, from the road to the recording studio to the television screen, my life is pretty much centered around country music, and during that time I've collected stories and songs of some of the greatest artists in country music history. And now I'd like to invite you to share those special memories with me. The Heart to Heart Special Collection is made up of 4 video cassettes, totaling more than 5 hours of music, stories, memories, and love from the best country music has to offer. Now my closest friends can come into your home to share stories of their music, their lives, their loved ones, and their life on the road. And boy, there's some stories there. Our first volume begins exactly where it should, with the legends. These artists blaze the musical trail that the rest of us followed. Well, we might have run off the road a few times, but we followed as best we could. You'll hear the stories of the early years in country and western music as the greats pass on their precious legacy to you, the country music fan. I'll guarantee you one thing, keeping up with a legend like Pearl and Husky or Little Jimmy Dickens was no easy chore.
Taters never did taste good, but chicken on the plate. But I had to eat them just the same. That is why I look so bad. I have these beauty ways because I always had to take an old cold tater away. I know what you're building that too.
I want to hear the story when you went back home the first time.
Well, it was my first Cadillac limousine, the first one, and I didn't even take the paper off the doors till I drove it to West Virginia and showed it to my folks, you know. And I pulled it up from my grandma and grandpa's house and left it out front there on the road. And she was back. We were back in the kitchen where she's cooking breakfast on the old wood stove. And I missed my grandpa, and I said, "Where's Pop?" She said, "I think him and your Uncle Finley is out there looking at your car." So I went out there, and he was out there stepping it off to see how long it was, you know. And I heard him say all his life that anybody that owned the Buick was rich, you know, that's the best car in the world, you know. So when he said to me, he said, "What kind is she, James?" And I said, "She's a Buick." And he said, "You might know."
Had to lie about your first Cadillac.
Oh, yeah.
On the wings of a snow white dove, he sends his pure sweet love, a sign from above. On the wings of a dove. I was a disc jockey in that time, me and Simon. I was Terry Preston and Simon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then people would call up and they wanted that song, Dear John Letter. And I thought, well, you know, at first I thought, well, you know, it's because of they live here and they work in the clubs here in Bakersfield. But then I found out that it wasn't, you know. So I said, there's something about that song. So I took it to Capitol and told them this would be a good one for Gene Shepherd to do.
Do a little. What'd you do with him? What key?
Dear John?
Yeah.
Oh, so I did it, see, but I can talk in any key. See? So you sing. You got to sing Gene Shepherd's part.
I can't sing this.
Dear John, oh, how I hate to write.
It was the #1 song of 1952.
#1 song of the year.
Yeah, that's one of the things, the great songs that you're fortunate to come by, and that one just came out of deep center field.
Let's hear it. One
to call you on the phone.
Hey, well, all right, sir. Here we go there. What are they going to get for? I'm a 25 to get 30 now. 500 bid to $540 and to buy him there. There was a boy in Arkansas who wouldn't listen to his law, and she told him he should go to school. He'd sneak away in the afternoon, take a little walk, then pretty soon you'd find him at the local auction barn.
Volume 2 of the Heart to Heart Special Collection is called The Songcrafters. You know, country music will only be as good as the songs that are written and the songcrafters that write them. Here are some of the special people that create the music that will always be a part of our lives.
Well, this is a true story about an old man I met in Florida. This was in '72. And this song's hard to talk about because if you get to talking about it, you wind up singing it because the song is about the story about the song. So we'll try this. I learned this lick off of Jerry Kennedy.
Learning pretty good.
How old do you think I am, he said. I said, well, I didn't know. He said, you know, I turned 65 about, 11 months ago. And I was sitting in Miami pouring blended whiskey down when this old gray black gentleman was cleaning up the line. So I started off as a disc jockey, and I used to read the news. I was 14 years old. And I tell you, this is a funny story, I think. Winston Churchill, the late Winston Churchill, had been taken to the hospital with ptomaine poisoning, which starts off with a T, I think. A P. I don't know, I couldn't. So I said, Winston Churchill, Prime Minister of England, has been taken to the hospital with the flu. The phone rang and said, I thought he had ptomaine poisoning. I said, he does, but he's got a touch of the flu, too.
December 1962, when you recorded it, I was peeking through a window upstairs at the old Quonset hut at CBS Studios and heard you cut this song.
You are kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. And it chill
You
bumped
must have
me.
been my good luck charm. Will you come back when I record again?
It chill bumped me then, and it still does.
Well, we need the Anita Kerr singers and all that. I guess-
Pretend.
But I guess the night I wrote it, I guess it sounded similar to this. I don't know. Here we go. You gonna sing or me?
You're going to sing.
Still, though you broke my heart, still, though we're far apart, I love you still. That's without all them fancy chords.
I can hear
This
the
is the way I
music
wrote
right
it. 3 newcomers in the business. Let me tell you who they were. They were Bill Anderson, some guy named Roger Miller, and a guy named Donnie Young, who later became Johnny Paycheck. Okay, the 3 of us and George Morgan are on this tour together. Morgan calls me over one night in the middle of the tour. He says, Anderson, come here. He said, I want to tell you something. He said, I've been watching you and Roger and Donnie, and he said, you're going to be the biggest star of all 3. Well, I'm telling you, I just swelled up, and I said, wow, thank you. He said, you know why you're going to be the biggest star? And I said, why? He said, because you're the only guy in the history of country music that can hit an E on his guitar and come in the key of C. No, small. Oh, he crushed me.
When Jesus passed by, I asked him for a blessing. Ask him to hear my cry. I knew my prayer was answered when Jesus passed by.
I traded the song for a pair of boots. Half of the song to Webb Pierce. I loved his boots. He came in the office one day and he had on these, just the beautiful boots, had eagles on it and stars and lightning. I had to have them. Well, I thought they were the prettiest things I had ever laid my eyes on. I said, well, I said, I started a new song here. You want to hear it? And he said, I kind of like that, lad. I said, I'll trade you half of it for them boots. And he said, that's a deal. And he said, I'll bring them in tomorrow. So I ended up with the boots, and he ended up with $500,000.
Expensive pair of boots.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
You don't hear the song?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nobody like you. No, 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 never.
There are more highlights from the Heart to Heart collection coming up in just a minute. To order the Heart to Heart Special Collection, simply use the toll-free number on your screen and call 1-888-227-1010. The Heart to Heart Special Collection contains 4 volumes. These 4 videocassettes total more than 5 hours of music, stories, memories, and love from the best country music has to offer. When purchased separately, each of these videos costs $19.95 plus $5 for shipping and handling. But if you order the entire collection now through this special television offer, you can receive all 4 volumes for only $79.80 plus shipping and handling, and also receive a 5th volume as Stan's gift to you, titled Stan's Memories, Heroes and Special Moments of a Lifetime Given to the Music. That's the entire Heart to Heart Special Collection containing 4 volumes, plus a 5th volume, Stan's Memories, all for only $79.80 plus $5 shipping and handling. That's a $40 savings just for ordering the entire collection now. Place your toll-free call to 1-888-227-1010 to order the Heart to Heart Special Collection. Now here's Stan with highlights from volumes 3 and 4 of the collection.
Volume 3 of the Heart to Heart collection is called The Movers. You know, there's certain songs that hold a special place in our hearts. Music that stirs a hidden memory or reminds us of an old friend or a special someone. The Movers is the volume that showcases these special artists and their unique gift to touch us deeply with their music.
Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Right about the time we finished Volume 2, the Burt Reynolds movie, W.W. and the Dixie Dance Kings,
And you were great.
rolled into Nashville. And they wanted me to try out for a part in it, which I finally did play old Leroy.
Yeah, you did.
But
Typecasted.
yeah, he was about sorry as I am. But living on Tulsa town, living on Tulsa town. Well, you know I've been through it when I set my watch back to it. Living on Tulsa town.
But oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on your hair, and oh, the crowd will always love you. And as for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. I've written just about every song on this guitar. I bought this in 1973, and it's a real Frankenstein. It's got sides of one kind of wood here and sides of another kind here that it's probably been broken so many times and put back together again.
Where'd you find it?
I got it in L.A.
Did you?
I was running through there. I've knocked the head off 3 or 4 times.
It's got a great old head on it, great old slot head there.
Yeah, I love the sound of it.
I do too.
And I know some things must end, but I don't know where I fit in. Still breathing from those rock and roll days. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you real, where your love can hide and then go stealing through the moonlit nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Still falling above. She never gets 1 minute older, and he is still falling in love.
First time I played that for my mom, she said, "Oh, I wish that was true."
But I'm bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only light this empty room has ever had, and life without you is gonna be bluer than blue.
This volume wouldn't be complete without one of my favorite people, Sammi Smith. You know, when she sings Help Me Make It Through the Night, man, I get chill bumps.
Come and lay down by my side till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time. Help me make it through the night. Impressive.
Music Row in Nashville at that time was like a small community.
Yeah, it was.
Within itself, you know. I mean, people hung out together, and you saw everybody. And of course, you would be hanging out with Chris Christopherson and Newberry and all those people, and swapping songs and learning songs. And
we were all starving to death,
Yeah.
so we'd go by all the offices and get coffee.
Let's go ahead and sing a little song.
Another miserable song.
Do you remember what we was going to sing?
Yeah, hit an A and I'll start, and you can see if you can guess.
Oh, A.
Yeah.
I thought we changed it
No, we
to
did.
G.
We changed it to G.
See.
Hit a G, we'll start, and then you can see if you can guess. You made my eyes run over all the time. You're happy when I'm out of my mind.
Volume 4 of the Heart to Heart collection is called The Friends. You know, no one is closer to the stars than their friends that travel the road with them and help them make the music. I've gathered together some of the great singers and musicians that actually lived the life on the road with Merle Haggard, Porter and Dolly, Bill Carlisle, Ernest Tubb, Red Foley, and the great Buck Owens.
We're together again.
Tell me about your trip out west to join the Buck Owens Band in when?
Well, it was 1964. But I got out there about 4 days before I started to work with him, and And he said, no rehearsal. I went out to see him, we're going to rehearse, no rehearsals. And so I said, well, let me see my guitar, and I'll get it all set up and, you know, get it in tune and check that everything's working. And he said, don't worry about it, we'll get out of it later. And I finally got to see it an hour before a gig, that first job with him. And when I got it, surprise. And Jay McDonald, who was his previous steel player, had, the last night he'd played, he had took all the strings and ripped them off. And
oh, boy.
All the cables were unhooked as a Fender 1000. All the cables were unhooked, and some of the pedals broken off. And me and old Don Rich jumped on that thing and got strings on it and got 2 pedals working.
Well, Cal Smith, you had the opportunity to work for many years. How many years?
5.5 years.
5.5 years with the late, great Ernest Tubb, one of the true pioneers of our business.
Best time of my life.
And you were in the years when it was still great fun back in those days.
Tough but fun. We had a lot of, you know, we did a lot of tours with Porter and Buck and them, you know. We was on one tour for, Lord, about 17 days. And the only time we quit playing poker is just check in the motels and play the shows. And by the time the tour was over, all of us looked like death eating a cracker. You know? Yes, I know I've been untrue. And I have hurt you through and through. But please have mercy on this heart of mine. Take me back and try me one more time.
Porter just got a new bus. They just got this new bus, and we were up in Loretta Lynn's country, up there in Kentucky and them hills.
You remember.
You know, where they're so curvy, you know, that you could go around and see your tail light coming around the next curve. You know, we just got this new bus, and it just happened to be the same color as the regular bus line. It went down through Kentucky, down towards Knoxville. And everybody was right. Just happened to be the same color. And you could see them jumping off that porch and running trying to catch that bus. The bus is coming! And they'd run, they'd hit that door, and boy, they'd run down there, and this old boy, he seen him with that suitcase, you know, with that belt tied around it.
Oh, yeah.
And here he run after it, and we just went right on by. He just kicked that suitcase all the way back up to the house.
Now, there have been so many friends that I've shared some very special moments with along the way.
The last time I was there, I was about 15 years old, and I was on stage.
15 years old. Just a baby.
Just a baby.
Let's go look at it.
Sounds great.
I hadn't been over here in a long time, but 1962, the first time I stood on that stage and sang, and it was, such a thrill. My heart was right up here, you know.
My knees were not. I remember the first time that I stood on stage of the Opry. Ricky Skaggs and I both were.
You were playing
with Ralph Stanley's band, and it was on the Friday Night Opry. And I can't tell you how huge this place looked to me. You know, the first time I walked out on stage.
Biggest crowd I'd ever seen in my life.
I think the reason that happened to me was I was about to die. I was drinking to excess and doing all make manner of everything else.
Just abusing yourself.
Abusing myself real bad, and I smoked Camel cigarettes. My whole hands was yellow, and I knew I was down to the end of my rope, and I.
How old were you then?
That's been about 10 years ago. I was in my 30s, and
too early.
Too early, yeah. And the night that happened, it was. I actually saw Jesus on the end of my bed. If you want to believe that or not, it doesn't matter to me because I know it's true. But the whole place lit up, the walls, everything was such a light. You can't explain it. I don't know what kind of light. I've never seen anything like that before. And I got in my car and I went out to a place called the Narrows of the Harpeth, where my son and I had been climbing up on a mountain out there, and there was some altars out there. And it was kind of a special place. Huh. And something just led me out there, and I went out there, and I was either going to do or die. It was big cliff there, and I said, well, I'll just jump off this thing if that's all it is to me, you know, because I'm just not worth it. It's not worth me to live. I'm no good. I assumed I was about the lowest creature on earth, just full of sin. And I found myself on my knees praying to God, and for all that, I asked him to help me write a song. But I wanted him to put my life back together. But
he's the only one to do it.
Yeah, and how strong. And I came down the hill singing that song, Old Chunk of Coal. He was her man, she was his wife, and late one winter night he knelt by her as she gave birth. But it wasn't his child, it wasn't his child. Yet still he took him as his own. As he watched him grow, it brought him joy. He loved that boy, but it wasn't his child. It wasn't his child.
The legends, the song crafters, the movers, and the friends. These 4 volumes make up the Heart to Heart Special Collection. This collection captures the stars and reveals them as our friends, our sisters and brothers, bringing you to an insight into the lives that no other collection has ever captured. To those that order the entire Heart to Heart Special Collection, I want to give you a special gift, just for the years of support that you've given country music. That special gift is a 5th video cassette, simply called Stan's Memories, Heroes, and Special Moments of a Lifetime Given to the Music. This tape, I guess you'd say, is just my video family album of a life among country music's greatest talent. The moments I share with you in this tape are my most precious and treasured. Much like returning home, these memories stir my heart with music made with real friends, of good times when the songs were just right, underscored by a common understanding of the gift of music that we enjoyed with our fans. This tape reminds me of how often we need to pack up the old guitar, throw some songs in a suitcase, and travel the world making music like we used to. In life, you should have time to reflect and savor the most meaningful moments of your personal history. The Heart to Heart Special Collection reveals a world that will never be captured again. But the good times will continue to come back every time you play one of these tapes. And once again, you can enjoy the friends who have enriched our lives with their incredible talent. Come share this musical journey with me now, won't you?
To order the Heart to Heart Special Collection, simply use the toll-free number on your screen and call 1-888-227-1010. The Heart to Heart Special Collection contains 4 volumes. These 4 video cassettes total more than 5 hours of music, stories, memories, and love from the best country music has to offer. When purchased separately, each of these videos costs $19.95 plus $5 for shipping and handling. But if you order the entire collection now through this special television offer, you can receive all 4 volumes for only $79.80 plus shipping and handling, and also receive a 5th volume as Stan's gift to you, titled Stan's Memories, Heroes and Special Moments of a Lifetime Given to the Music. That's the entire Heart to Heart Special Collection containing 4 volumes, plus a 5th volume, Stan's Memories, all for only $79.80 plus $5 shipping and handling. That's a $40 savings just for ordering the entire collection now. Place your toll-free call to 1-888-227-1010 to order the Heart to Heart Special Collection, or send your request by mail. 2 easy-to-use order forms accompany this video catalog. Order this collection for a special loved one, or give the form to a friend. Then, mail your order to the address on your screen, the Heart to Heart Special Collection, 6960 Eastgate Boulevard, Department V, Lebanon, Tennessee, 37090. Have these treasured moments from country music's greats delivered to your home today. And when you're finished with this tape, please pass it on to a friend. Then they can enjoy these great heart-to-heart memories too.
I sure hope you enjoyed this introduction to the Heart to Heart Special Collection. I want to thank you for still loving the music after all these years. I'm Stan Hitchcock. Thank you all.